Dear students, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is Arafat mujeeb from FEI Higher Secondary Institute. Today I am with 8th standard science and chapter is about the cell. Uh, and in this chapter today my topic to discuss is structure of animal cell. In the previous lecture we study about the plant cell, what features plant cell possess, and now we go to the detailed about the animal cell. What in the animal cell I sketch out a diagram. With the help of diagram we study the features of the animal cell. Animal cell is a complex cell and it is found in animal bodies, and animal bodies is somewhat different from the plant cell. As in the animal cell they don't have cell wall, they don't have plastids, um, which like the animal plant cells have. The animal cells are very flexible and they have irregular shape. They are soft and they can change their shape. Animal cell, because of lack of the cell wall, they are not rigid. Animal cell perform the various functions in human body, in birds, in animals. They are these cells are found. And what features, what basic organelles are associated with the animal cell, let us we will study about the we will study it with the help of the diagram. This is the this dotted, जो मैंने यहाँ circle बनाया है यहाँ पे dotted, where this dotted represent here it is the cell membrane of the cell, and sometimes it is also known as the plasma membrane of the cell. It is the animal cell here. And this dotted cell membrane, you know that it is the semi-permeable membrane, selectively semi-permeable membrane, which allows partly the material from the outside of the cell to the inside of the cell, and materials flow from the outside inside. Sometimes the synthesized material have to pass out of the cell. The semi-permeable membrane play important role, and also semi-permeable membrane play important role in the phagocytosis when the cell is eating. As the animal cell feeds on the microscopic organisms, as you see the animal like the amoeba, जिसमें unicellular like organism है, how he feed the holozoic mode of nutrition, how he shows the phagocytosis. Also this animal cell uh, process is associated with the exocytosis, whenever the waste is generated and some important material is thrown out of the cell. With the help of exocytosis it is expelled out. Therefore in both cases, phagocytosis, we can say the exocytosis, cell membrane play important role. Also in the selection of the flow of material, it also play important role. With the help of diffusion, material flow from the outside to the inside of the cell. There is the flowness of the material with the help of diffusion, osmosis like process associated. And this is the cell membrane. I would like to mention here in the diagram. This cell, it cover the cell, and third it is और भी एक काम है, it protect the cell externally, it cover the interior material, जो अंदर की जो इसके organelles हो उनको protect करना है करता है. And then there is a living fluid, jelly like fluid within the cell. It is known as the protoplasm in the living fluid is found in the interior of the cell, and other organelles are floating in this jelly like fluid, gel like fluid. There is the distribution of material, there is circulation of material. Also हमने देखा कि जो protoplasm है, as we can name it by the word cytoplasm, they have the cyclosis. There is a circular movement within the fluid. With the help it can distribute, it can transport the material from one organelle to other organelle. That protoplasm is a living fluid that is found interior of the cell. It is a living fluid, jelly like fluid. Then there is a cytoskeleton. Cytoskeleton gives us, if we talk about the animal cell, cytoskeleton. Cyto means cell, skeleton means, if as we have the skeletal system in our body, as the skeletal system provides hardness, they produce strength, they produce shape. In the same way, the cytoskeleton is made, these are made up of the microtubules. These microtubules are long, cylindrical. They form the interior strength. They maintain the interior shape of the cell. These are the long microtubules, micro fibers, and they give the internal protection in the side of the cell. आपको देखा है, there is the atmospheric pressure, there is the external pressure which could crush this cell, which could weaken this cell. हाँ, तो क्रश ना हो, तो इसका internally strength देने के लिए there is a network of these cytoskeleton. Cytoskeleton जो होते हैं, they are the microfilaments. These microfilamentous network forms the cytoskeleton, which form the interior protection, interior strength inside the cell. Then there is the lysosome, which is known as the suicide bag of the cell. It contains the hydrolytic enzyme. It contains the enzyme which break down the various food nutrients, which could break down the macrosized molecules when they enter inside the cell. जब सेल के अंदर कोई न्यूट्रन चला जाता है, प्रोटीन, फैट मॉलिक्यूल्स, कार्बोहाइड्रेट मॉलिक्यूल्स को ब्रेक डाउन किया जाता है with the help of this hydrolytic enzyme. This hydrolytic enzyme is within this vacuole, that this is known as the lysosome. And then there is the ribosome. Here is the ribosomes. These ribosomes are in the animal cell in view that they could synthesize their proteins. Then these proteins are the building blocks, and these proteins are used up in the formation of enzymes. Then enzymes are participating in various biochemical reactions. Then this is the food vacuole. जब मैंने कहा कि अभी phagocytosis की बदौलत से जो सेल मेम्ब्रेन फूड लेता है, अंदर लेता है, फिर वो वेक्यूल बाउंड रहता है, मेम्ब्रेन बाउंड रहता है. जो यहाँ पे जो फूड वेक्यूल है, it contains the food, and this food is membrane bounded. It is membrane bounded. This is membrane bounded, and this is known as food vacuole. Here, this food vacuole later on associate with the lysosome. Then there is the hydrolyzing of the food material, digesting. तो इस तरह की यहाँ पे जो फूड कंटेन कर रहा है इस वेक्यूल में, फिर ये लेटर ऑन लाइसोसोम के हाइड्रोलिटिक एंजाइम के साथ मीट होता है, वहाँ इसकी ब्रेकिंग डाउन. देन देयर इज द माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया, व्हिच इज माइटोकॉन्ड्रियन, which is known as the powerhouse of the cell. There are the number of mitochondria, cell organelles. They generate the ATPs, adenosine triphosphate molecule, energy rich molecule. When there is the aerobic type of respiration within the mitochondria, then this generates the energy. This energy is used up by the cell to perform the various activities. Then there is the here smooth endoplasmic reticulum. These are smooth. These are the tubular. They can be tubular branched. They are also could be the smooth endoplasmic reticulum also could be in the vesicle form. ये vesicle form में भी हो सकते हैं. तो जो smooth endoplasmic reticulum है, they are used in the synthesis of the lipid molecules, protein molecules. तो इनमें वो बनते हैं. तो यहाँ पे इसमें smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Sometimes the smooth endoplasmic reticulum gives the formation of vesicle, which contain any biomolecule for its storage. Then there is this in the center. मैंने बताया कि animal cell की एक खासियत होती है, they have a nucleus in the center. This is the nucleus at the center. यहाँ ये मैंने लिखा यहाँ nucleus in the center. Within the nucleus there is the nucleoli. There is the chromatin material. There is the this nucleus have a double envelope. It is had double membrane. Then this is known as the nuclear envelope. There on the surface there are the on its surface there are pores, nuclear pores. ये देखिए, they have nuclear pores on the surface. They have nuclear pores. So then within the nucleus there is a jelly-like fluid that is known as nucleoplasm. matrix like fluid is found in there, that is known as the nucleoplasm. हाँ, तो यहाँ पे ये जो एक्सटर्नल इसका मेम्ब्रेन है न्यूक्लियस का, वो एक्सटेंड हुआ है, यहाँ देखिए ट्यूब्यूलर फॉर्म में एक्सटेंड हुआ है, यहाँ बाहर तक आया है ये, and they on the surface they contain the ribosomes. Then this is known as the rough endoplasmic reticulum. This is the rough endoplasmic reticulum here. एक्सटर्नल जो न्यूक्लियस का मेम्ब्रेन है वो कैसे एक्सटेंड हुआ है, किसी वक्त ये they have short form within the cytoplasm, or they are directly connected to the outside of the cell. Here it leads to, it is not necessary it is on its surface there is the ribosome, they form the rough surface, then this is known as the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Also the extension part of the nuclear material, जो nuclear membrane का external part, it could be free of the ribosomes, then this part can act as smooth endoplasmic reticulum, this part. तो इस पार्ट में ऑन द सरफेस ऐसे रफनेस आती है, देखो ब्लू कलर के डॉट्स मैंने छोड़े हैं इसके सरफेस पे, देन दिस पार्ट इज नोन एज द रफ एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम, ये यहाँ पे आया ये। तो याद रखिए इन द सेंटर in animal cell is the nucleus, then near the nucleus there is the centrosome. Centrosome contains the centrioles, these are the centrioles, or these are the microtubule, they are cylindrical in form, they are pair, and they are near the nucleus. मैं हमने कल बताया कि प्लांट सेल में पोलर कैप्स होते हैं यहाँ पे at one side of the nucleus, यहाँ देखो at one side of the nucleus there is a centrosome, and these centrosome contain the two tiny particles, they are known as centrioles. These centrioles, then later on when there is a nucleus division, when nucleus starts the division, nuclear division, then they move to the opposite, these centrioles moves to the opposite direction, opposite poles of the nucleus, then they form the spindle formation for the distribution of the chromosomes later on. Here it is the Golgi complex here, ये देखिए यहाँ पे in the animal cell there is the Golgi complex. Also you can say that here is the vacuole, here also this vacuole, now this vacuole contain the waste, it contain the waste, it is also a vacuole, cell vacuole. Now this cell vacuole contain waste material, it needs it contain the waste, it could contain it waste vacuole, then it later on combines with the cell membrane for the exocytosis. Yeah, the process which are associated with the animal cell, that is the exocytosis and phagocytosis. ये दो चीजें टर्म जो है एसोसिएट है एनिमल सेल में. तो I hope you understand all about the animal cell and what organelles are found within the animal cell. यहाँ देखिए स्मूथ एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम, यहाँ पे भी मैंने इसको बना के रखे, these are the ribosomes. Then it is all about the structure of animal cell, what organelles are associated with the animal cell, and what they perform the function within the animal cell. Animal cell is a complex type of cell, and found in the animal bodies. I hope you understand all about the animal cell. आप इसको नोटबुक पे स्केच आउट कर सकते हो, लेबल डायग्राम इस तरह से बना सकते हो, और यहाँ पे भी आपको स्क्रीनशॉट लेके ग्रुप में डाला जाएगा, तो आप इसको स्केच आउट कर सकते हो, इसको ड्रा कर सकते हो. This is an important question in point of examination. I hope you understand all about this. Thank you.